Our Politica Podcast interviews. Feel me? Got AZ Benzz in the fucking building. What's the deal?
Shit, man, coolin'. What's the deal, man?
You gotta talk to my mic over here. So you can look back at me, no?
Mic right here.
We in the game though.
All right.
Darren, what we looking like? Years?
Really good.
Alright, yeah. I got AZ Benzz in the building. It's the artist I've been was supposed to interview, but you know how shit be, you feel me? But we got it together today. Schedules aligned for one time, you feel me? I had the homie waiting, so that's my bad, you feel me? But I got some weed, he got some weed, we finna have a good time.
Yes, sir.
He brought his manager through.
Okay.
His mamager, his manager.
Momager right
Shout out
here.
to her, you feel me? And that was some real shit, cause I was like, damn, like, alright, you feel me? It's in the family, you feel me? Like,
Yeah,
I feel that shit. So let's get into it. Like, where you start off at? Where you come from?
Compton, man. I'm from Compton. I grew up in Compton, raised in Compton on the east side. Then I moved to Downey when I was probably like, I don't even remember, bro. Like, it's
Like,
been so much going
Elementary,
on.
middle
But
school, high school?
I was still in elementary when I moved. I think I was like in 5th grade.
Mm,
But I was still going to school in Compton. So I would
Yeah.
wake up like every morning
trust me.
and, you know, go to Compton every morning and come to school, come home.
What schools you went to at Compton?
I went to Foster Elementary, right down Rosecrans and Pennis, somewhere around there. And then I went to Whaley, right down Rosecrans. And then I went to Dominguez for like a bit of my 9th grade year.
Mm,
Yeah, then I stopped going to Dominguez because it was just too much going on for me. So I left Dominguez and then ended up going to Downey High. Closest to the crib, went to Downey High.
he might have knew the hubby Tita, the hubby Tyler was there.
Tito, I probably have to see his face. I'm more familiar with faces than names.
I'm already know how that goes.
Yeah, if I know your face,
Like
I know
80
you.
of them niggas.
Man, and plus, I mean, it ain't that many of us up there, you feel me?
Oh yeah,
So it's,
a lot of Latinos.
yeah, it's
You know
just a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
Latinos. A lot of different people up there. It's a good culture, though.
Yeah, cause Downey a cool little city. You feel me? Like,
It's good to live in, you feel me? I rest my head there, and I ain't gotta worry about no problems.
no, I should say that. I'm already knowing. But what? So you finished up in Downey?
Mm-mm. I still stay in Downey.
No, I'm saying like high school.
Oh, no. I didn't finish school. When bro, this to get down. So I went to
Tell
Downey
me.
High. When I left Dominguez,
Mm-hmm.
I was getting straight A's. I didn't have no problems. I was in music class. I was in band. I was straight.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem there was the area that I was in and what I had to go,
Yeah,
the hood that I had
outside.
to go through. You feel
Going
me?
home.
So I'm like, all right, forget that. I'm going to Downey. Went to Downey High, but the thing was, when I got there, the classes was like college classes to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like-
Yeah, cause the school district got a little more money, so they classes
It was
be a
totally
little bit-
different to me. So I had
Yeah.
a little bit like I had to catch up on some stuff, and I'm a quick learner, but at the same time, like I missed the hood.
Yeah.
So every day I wanted to like wear some red. I wanted to gang. You feel me?
He like, I want to be myself.
I want some action. You feel me? Like it's boring up here. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it ain't too many other homies that I know up here, but it was cool. I didn't ended up graduating because I knew I wasn't gonna have enough credits.
Yeah, so you like, fuck it.
I just went to continuation school back in
Mhm.
Compton. Went there and then did what I had to do. But when I was at Downey High, that's when I went to. I actually ended up in choir.
Yeah.
So that's how I learned how to sing.
and that's where the music came.
That's where the music really came from.
So was it like 10th, 11th?
10th and 11th grade. I took choir 10th, 11th grade, and then I did a little bit of 12th grade there. Then I left.
Mm. And how did that like? What'd you learn in choir that like that you held on to where you became a singer? You know what I'm saying?
Most importantly, I think what I learned about it is being comfortable. My nigga, like it's because when you sing, it's different from rapping to me. Like I mean, obviously,
No, yeah.
but like you gotta be really comfortable. You gotta know when to hit the notes. You gotta know when to breathe through your stomach, sing through your head, sing through your stomach. It's different types of
Yeah.
ways to do it. You feel me? You can't.
Cause that shit I be trying to tell my artists, and I'm not even a singer. That's just shit I learned in like a choir from my grandma. But I be trying to tell niggas, and I be like, I can't even show you, but I can tell you type
Man,
shit. But
you
you
gotta-
can show right.
It's a self experience at the end of the day, but it's certain things like you just gotta know. You feel me?
Mhm.
And that's the most important. But it was fun overall. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be singing, bro.
Was your teacher like a cool teacher? Was like
He
your
was cool. He was from
classmates?
Romania. You feel me? He was like
Man.
a coach more. You feel me? He wasn't the one to play around, but he wasn't like an asshole though. You feel me?
He was serious about his singing.
Yeah, he was just serious about music, and
Yeah.
I think he was a little bit serious about me, to be honest, because I was the only black kid in there,
Oh shit.
and I had a little bit of soul in me. You feel me? So he was
Let me
like,
take you to Motown.
yeah, he was like, nah, you gonna take this serious. Like,
Yeah.
you know, he made me, I wanted to sing high notes because I got a
Yeah.
high voice when I sing. But he was
Mhm.
like, nah, you need to sing baritone. And at first I didn't understand it. But now that I'm doing music, I understand why, because I need to be able to hit them lower notes. And at first, I wasn't able to hit them. I was just a high singer.
Yeah.
For me, so if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have some of the qualities that I have today.
Now you're more versatile.
I wouldn't be more versatile, bro. I would be in one lane, probably still doing jazz, because it was jazz choir.
I would see, but jazz, cause like even people like Roddy Ricch, people be comparing like the way he sings like that's jazz. So I feel like jazz probably that's a big component of you being able to sing now. Cause a lot of niggas they could like hold a note. Cause even Drake he can't actually sing. You know what I'm saying? He can hold a note good, but he ain't had no. You feel me? That jazz play a big part in it, cause it's so much emotion and there's so much energy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why you don't sing flat. You feel me? That's why you can't.
You gotta really want it though. You feel me? Some people like I always tell people like you can learn to sing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like with any voice you have, you just gotta be comfortable and actually be willing to learn to sing in your voice.
Yeah.
Because when people try to sing, it's like they put on a voice.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like
so it's imitating. You're not really using your voice. You know what I'm saying? Once you learn how to use your voice as a tool, as an instrument, then you good. You can do whatever.
Like was that young boy, Roddy, talking about Thug? He's like, it's like an instrument.
That's the truth, though.
But no, real
That's
shit.
the truth. I learned that from Michael Jackson. That's the truth.
Damn. Tell me about that. How you get that out of Mike?
Because I'm a big fan. I used to want to be Michael Jackson when I was a kid, like every other kid.
We are.
So I used to watch his little YouTube interviews and whatnot. He would say different, how he sing and different stuff like that. And I learned that about him. And I was like, man, I'm going to just keep that in mind, you know. So sometimes when I hop in that booth, there's certain things that I keep on my mind.
Certain times you Michael.
Certain times, but I ain't gonna lie, nigga. You hear me hop out that booth? Like if I don't sound like Mike, don't do it.
That ain't
cut
it.
it out.
Like that ain't it. Nigga crazy. So what was the first time you officially like hopped in the studio?
I was like 15. I did it with the homie Mo. I went to school because when I was going to Downey High, I wanted to meet somebody that was like me. So somebody knew that was there, he was from Compton like me. He was a Crip. So
that's crazy.
We got along. It was like, you know, he was the only niggas there from Compton.
Shit. So like y'all niggas in jail. Like, we the only niggas, so we feel me.
So, you know, and everybody from the city, they talented. Everybody from Long Beach talented. Everybody from LA talented.
Yeah.
Like, you just had to find a talent. You feel me? And he had a talent. He was just a hood singer. He was one of the niggas that you feel me? And do that jail shit.
So
he dragged me to the studio one day like, nah, you gonna do this, cuz. Like, you gonna do this. I'm telling you, cuz. It's gonna be hard. So I get up in there, do my thing. It come out crazy. I'm like, oh, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
This is what I want to do.
What was it? You remember the name of the song?
It's called Sing About You.
It's still out or what?
Yeah.
SoundCloud?
Yeah, it's on YouTube right now.
Oh, shit.
It's on YouTube right now.
Well, we're going to have to throw that in the end of the thing, whenever you can find that.
You can throw that, yeah.
Yeah. But, and then after that, though, what made you, like, you said that first song, but was you like, all right, this is what I'm doing, or was you still like, I know people that be like, oh, I'm finna start rapping, but they don't really start. They don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was 15. You feel me? I still wanted to be out in the streets. I still wanted to be a kid. You feel me? So I didn't really start taking it serious until I met up with Chike and Sweat. You feel me? And then that's when they was like, you really got to do it now. And I was probably like 18, 19 at the time.
Yeah, talk about it, because that's what like be confusing me. Like, I'm like, you fuck with them, right?
Nah. I mean, like, I can't say I don't fuck with nobody.
Not like you don't. It's a beef, but like y'all like the same thing.
Nah. I'm independent now.
Oh, okay. Now, but y'all was.
Yeah.
Because that's why I used to confuse me. I'm like, I could swear this nigga's like, why the fuck we got the same shit? But okay, you feel me? That's
why I had to change my name though on all my socials. You feel me? So people wouldn't stop being confused. But the only thing is, I can't change it on big
like
label, Apple Music,
distribution and shit.
Like,
yeah.
They want me to go through a label first, and it's like, cool, I'll go through a label, but the label's not offering enough money right now. So I'm not finna change nothing until I get that bag.
Might as well, shit. Especially if you started, because it's like, if I started with some shit and I had to take out a piece of my name, I'd be like,
right.
Yeah, even if we not doing it together, I still would have this shit too. You feel me? So yeah,
it's like I understand both sides.
Yeah, same.
I understand both sides, but it's like if I could make it happen tomorrow, I would, but I can't. You feel me? It's not up to me.
Yeah, it'd be like that. It'd be like that. Business is business. You know, the music industry.
Man, it's wicked.
But yeah, shit. Talk about that. Any experiences like eye opening, like what's the first like lessons? Why you feel me? Where you thought like, cause if anything, I say lessons as far as like you thought something was gonna happen, but it wasn't gonna happen. Like anybody ever played with you? You know what I'm saying? Like artist, producer, manager, label.
Yeah, yeah, true. but not like towards me per se.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it happen because I've been around so many different artists and so many people. Like I've seen people get signed and then get shelved. I've seen people like blow up. I see niggas like just stop. You feel me? And go to jail and just completely go kaput. But nah, I mean to be real, like personally towards me, I never really had no like personal experience that made me like, damn, that's messed up. You feel me? Towards me because I'm a cool nigga. You feel me? So I don't give out that energy that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you can be a cool nigga.
But see, the thing is, I agree. But you gotta test whoever you working out with anyway.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I'm not available to everyone. I don't make myself available.
Yeah.
Like if a nigga DM me, I'm gonna look at it like, what's up? Like if you DM me and be like, yo, I need a verse. I got this for you. I got this for you.
Nigga talking business.
You got something for me? We can create. Even if you don't got something for me, if we can both build off each other, then let's get it.
Shit.
You feel me? But sometimes people just DM you just to see if you reply. That's the only thing I don't like. Other than that, yeah, like let me see
I was gonna get this far, but
yeah, what do I do now?
Yeah,
like man, send a verse in something. You know?
Nah, yeah, that's wild. Cause I just be looking at shit. You know me, I just be on Twitter all fucking day, like everybody else, especially since COVID. But I be like, knowing everything going on in the city and shit. But I'm like, I just want to know that little shit. Cause I'm like, bro, I feel like y'all should be a thing still. Cause I didn't know y'all was at one time. But I feel like y'all be a cool little mix. Cause they ain't got no singers. So I be like, to top it off.
I would think so too. You feel me? Like, but only thing I can really say is that shit just happened, bro. You feel me? Like, some things you just can't control. You feel me? Like, and you just gotta leave it up to whomever you believe in.
But everybody's still cool in the situation, though. I
could say, like, I ain't got no beef with nobody, you feel me? Like, if somebody got an issue with me, then I'll probably...
Change battery.
It would be an issue.
Some of the tapes you dropped, which one, like, how many tapes have you dropped?
Man, I done dropped, like 4 tapes, bro.
4?
Yeah.
Including EPs?
No. That's, man, I dropped...
See, that's I'm like, you got
I got a lot, bro. I got a lot. Like, I got, like, 3 projects out. 3 full-length projects out. Then I got like 4 EPs. Right, so altogether, I probably got like 7, 8 projects. I haven't really counted, to be honest.
Which one's your favorite?
My favorite, to be real, out of all of them, is Thugs Need Love Too.
What separates that one from the rest of them?
But the first volume, because the one I'm putting out now is part 2. But the first one,
so it's Thugs Need Love Part 2.
Yeah.
Part 2.
Part 2. So. But I mean, the first one is separate because if you listen to the one before, you can tell like my transition. You can tell my growth. You feel me? You can tell like, oh, this nigga is just on something different. You feel me?
Like he's not playing no more.
I stopped playing games at that point because I realized like who I was dealing with, who was recording me, and what they could do, and what I could do. After that, it was a wrap.
Once you realize your potential, it's a wrap. It's like, what the fuck was I doing?
What was I doing? Like, I could do this in here?
Literally. You could do that on there? Like, it's like, wait, hold on, we got it.
So it was green, man, and that, it just separates itself because that was the first time I put out an EP. It was the first time that I put out something like that I felt like that was really different because the other projects were kind of like more of a LA-ish sound that had that bounce, but this one was a little bit more leaning towards the R&B. So when they get that next project, right, it was like, okay, now I see what you're doing. So it just separated. So,
okay. Talk about your first music video. And what is your first music video?
My very first one is called "What You On" by Shot by T. It's my boy out of the Bay. He be doing a lot of videos for Lil Yace and all of them out there.
R.I.P. Lil Yace.
Yeah, my boy.
Yeah.
And it's on YouTube right now. I think it should still be up. Yeah, I mean, it was my first video. I think it probably got like 2K views by now. It was shot a couple years ago. I shot it in Compton at my house.
Talk about that day. Like, how was that day? Was you nervous? Like, what was going on? Like,
I don't know, bro. It's something about me. I don't get nervous. Like,
before I hit
that stage,
like, that guy.
I don't know. It's something about me that just be like, okay, nigga, like, I'm here. I didn't build up all of that for what? To be nervous, you know what I mean? Like, I'm here now. So it was more like I was anticipating, like, let's get this. Let's do it.
You have any, like, you know, like that energy, you know what I'm saying? Like that feeling, like.
I had that energy so much that in the video, it's kind of like a calming song, and I felt like I was a little bit too much turned, so I had to tell him, like, okay, yeah, cut this out, you feel me? Like, that's a little bit too much. Like,
you're like, yeah, for the next song, yeah.
Save it for the next one, man.
And you said it was at your granny house?
Yeah.
Was that like, you feel like that like made it even more special?
Yeah, for sure, because it was my first one, you feel me? That's my first home. That's where I learned everything at, did majority of everything at. So it was just a different vibe, you feel me? And that's where I shot the project that I'm putting out right now.
Which is called
Thugs Need Love Part 2. You feel me?
Love.
So,
and that dropped already.
Sunday.
Oh.
I dropped Sunday on my birthday. Yep.
Hey, I don't know why I thought I could download that shit already. Because I was on your album the last 2 days. I was on there.
I mean, you might be able to.
Hey, don't tell me he didn't slip.
You might be able to. I don't know. I mean, I put it up. I loaded it up. Like, if it load early, then they got it early.
Because even my shit be dropping early. So I was like, hold on.
It's out. Ain't nothing I can do.
But go get that Thug Need Love Part 2. You did. And what you got coming besides that? Like, what you 2021, we back outside.
Man.
June 15th officially. Cali, you feel me? What's your plan? You trying to do these shows? You trying to, like, what's
That's
cracking?
most important, you feel me? Them shows to me right now.
And my bad, I fucked up. Have you done shows?
Yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Bro.
Yeah.
I just did a lot of shows. Yeah. Like I said, when I went to South by Southwest, so I performed out there with Big Swift.
Oh, yeah.
He brought me out
Big
there,
Swift.
yeah. And, bro, I've been performing since probably like after I did my first song, probably like 6 months after I did my first performance.
And you comfortable on the stage?
Yeah, bro, it was just different. But because I did choir, you feel me? So I had sang
natural.
before on stage, so it was a little bit more natural for me. So yeah, but I'm ready to get back on that stage, bro. Like I'm ready to get back and show my face. You feel me? It's one thing to be on the internet and portray yourself as somebody, then actually show who you are and get those live vocals in.
And when you sing, I was gonna say, do you do live vocals or is it like the song or is it the beat? Or
It's both. Like I just play the song and I just sing over the song.
Do they like turn it down or what? And you like, are your vocals over it?
I just go as long as it sound good, like it's just good.
You know what I mean?
I just
like,
have it match. You feel me?
Like nowadays, I be feeling like Currency was talking about the experiences. He was like, he rapped his whole shit through. You feel me? He a rapper,
That's
of course,
hard.
that's different. But he was like, he really just put the beat on. Like he really rap all his songs.
See, the thing is, when I was a kid, I used to think like do people do that?
Same. And I start being around these shows. Nobody does that.
Right.
That's
so I mean, I'm probably a victim. Of that.
No,
I'm
but
a victim of that.
it's like, while I'm gonna stretch it out, I could turn, and then you're moving, you're probably dancing, you run out of air the more you
That's
move.
true. That's true. But at the same time, it's
playing.
different. Like giving them live vocals, because when I was performing choir, you don't have no song at the play.
Yeah,
it's just us. You feel me? So you hear everything. You hear the percussions. You hear a nigga breathing. You hear that. If he hit that note wrong, you hear everything. You feel me? So. But I want to get back on doing that live shit. I just haven't done it at all. But we got to start somewhere. Come out
with the mic dropping down.
Man, they're gonna be like, oh, this nigga crazy.
It's a little miss, like.
I'm telling you, man, we gonna mix it up this year.
That's fire, especially hey, for me. We throw shows. We got shows finna get cracking this summer and shit. Probably not even this summer. Probably like a month or so. So we definitely gonna tap in, reach out, etc. Be out here.
Santa Ana's ready to go.
Yeah, you feel me?
Oh hell yeah,
so
we out
it's a
here.
treat.
You performed out here too. I performed at the observatory.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
And but yeah, man, I'm excited for Juneteenth too, bro. I'm excited for this whole summer.
Black Power and all that. You
feel me? 100%.
What's the first thing you, as far as just fun though? What's the first thing you ready to do outside?
Outside, as far as going outside?
Yeah, just like anything.
Nigga, I went bowling the other day.
See, I mean, bro, niggas, is it true? Is it $100?
Hell no, I ain't paying no $100.
Hey, look, I see it on Twitter. Somebody like niggas paying $100 for
Why
bowling.
the type of nigga pay $100?
Hey, look, y'all may got it. You feel me?
I might pay $100.
Look, even if I got it, I might still go home. Like $100.
Yeah, no, that's to bowl. Like, come on, bro.
Cause you know how shit be. It be
I
the
can
same.
bowl at home for free.
It be the same shit we did back in the day, like repackaged with like alcohol or something, and then it'd be like $80.
Yeah, bro, they did that with the haircuts with Corona, bro. It was like I was getting my haircut.
You see me, nigga?
30 at the
I'm
most.
on my Wolverine. Niggas had.
Man, I'm about to get like you in a couple of years. It's over. I'm tired of
Get them lock up. You know what I'm saying? Lock up.
I feel it.
Hell yeah, but we definitely got to link up. You feel me? Cause I got an artist. You feel me? I can show you this shit later on. But hey, Darren, did you ever queue up any of those songs?
I did, but if I turn on these speakers...
Oh, yeah.
It's all good. We can play them after.
I'm going to just cut it out. But yeah, this is Politica Podcast. My nigga AZ Benzz came through. I really appreciate it. He brought his manager, a.k.a. Mom, #1, you feel me? Head in charge and all that. She don't want to say that, you feel me? She's low-key shy, but she not. I'm sure she not at home, you feel me? But we're out of here, you feel me?